Start అవుతుందా? Okay, we have seen to find the value of y when x is equal to, so it is 160, using Newton's forward interpolation formula. So now we have to find the value of y when x is equal to 410. So where is 410 in the difference table? It is at the bottom of the table. So we use here Newton's backward interpolation formula. Newton's backward interpolation formula. So now what is the formula here? See how the difference table is calculated. All these values are corresponding to y0, y1. So what is this one called? This is del y1, because in the backward operator y1 minus y0 is written as backward y1. So this is y1, backward y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. So that is how we get first backward, the last value is backward of del y6. So similarly we get the remaining. So what is Newton's backward interpolation formula? Y of x is equal to yn. So here in the Newton's forward we have written all suffixes as y0. Now we write yn plus p backward, first backward operator of yn difference, next p into p plus 1 by 2 factorial into second backward difference plus p into p plus 1 into p plus 2 by 3 factorial into third backward difference of yn plus, because we have up to 6th backward difference here, we have to write the formula up to 6th backward difference. So this is p into p plus 1 into p plus 2 into p plus 3 by 4 factorial into 4th backward difference of yn plus p into p plus 1 into p plus 2 into p plus 3 into p plus 4 by 5 factorial into 5th backward difference of yn. This is 4th. Finally 6th one plus p into p plus 1, p plus 2, p plus 3, p plus 4, p plus 5 by 6 factorial into 6th backward difference of yn. So here we have to replace plus so on, because we have only up to 6th backward difference. We have stopped writing the formula up to 6th backward difference. So now here all yns, what is yn here? Because here it is the last argument is x6, the last entry is y6, all yns are to be replaced with y6. So then the formula will be when n is equal to 6, y6. So we have to replace all yn, replace yn is equal to y6. Similarly del yn, backward yn is equal to first backward y6. What is p here? P is equal to x minus xn by h. In Newton's forward we have written x minus x0 by h. So because this is backward here, it is x minus xn by h. This is equal to, what is x here for which we have to find? We have to find the value of y corresponding to x is equal to 410. So x is equal to 410 minus, what is our xn? Even n is to be replaced with 6 here. So our x6 is 400 by, what is the difference of the interval? So it is equally spaced and the interval difference is 50. So it is by 50. So this is equal to 10 by 50 means 1 by 5 is 0.2. So p value is 0.2. So now we substitute the values, means here yn is y6, backward operator, first backward operator of y6. So all the bottom values, it is Newton's backward interpolation formula. We use all the values at the bottom of the table. So substituting the respective values in the formula, therefore y value where we have to find at 410 is equal to y6. What is y6? 21.27 plus p. P is 0.2. 0.2 into what is the first backward difference of y6? 1.37 plus p into p plus 1. For Newton's forward it is p into p minus 1. For backward it is p into p plus 1. So 0.2 into p plus 1. 1 plus 0.2 is 1.2 by 2 factorial into next second backward difference of y6 minus 0.11. Next plus substituting in this formula. P is 0.2, p plus 1 1.2, p plus 2 2.2 by 3 factorial is 6. Backward difference, third backward difference of yn means third backward difference of y6 is 0.02 plus again substituting in this 0.2 into 1.2 into 2.2 into 3.2 by this time 4 factorial is 24. So fourth backward difference of yn means y6 is minus 0.01. 0.01. So this is equal plus next two remaining two terms. This term p 0.2, p plus 1 1.2, p plus 2 2.2, p plus 2 3.2, p plus 4 4.2 by this time it is 5 factorial is 120 into fifth backward difference is here 0.04 last term plus this term 0.2 into 1.2 into 2.2 into 3.2 into 4.2. We have to stop at p plus 5 means 5.2 by it is 6 factorial is 720 into last value sixth backward difference is 0.02. So this is the substitution. Now if you substitute and if you simplify all these values, see the values are here. This is equal to 21.27 plus 0.274 minus 0.0132 plus 0.0176 minus 0.000704 plus 0.002364 plus 0.001025. So this is equal to 21.5511. So this is the value of C 21.551. So it is 21.22 is 400 value, means value of y when x is 400. We have to calculate value of y when x is equal to 410. So it should be greater than 21.27. Therefore, y value at 410 is equal to 21.5511. Okay, let us see another problem. So from the following table, estimate the number of students who obtained marks between 40 and 45. So here you were not given X argument directly. It is given in the form of interval. So what is that we have to do? We have to prepare a cumulative frequency table. So here, how we transform this table? So we will write here marks less than will be our variable X. Means marks less than 40, less than 50, less than 60, less than 70, less than 80. So this is our argument. So marks less than 40. How many students got marks less than 40? 31. So this is our Y value. X is marks less than. So marks less than 40. How many students are there? 31. Marks less than 50 means even less than 40 also will come under less than 50. So 31 plus 42. So 31 plus 42 is 73. Next, marks less than 60. Marks less than 60. So here we will get again it as 124 means 73 plus 51. 73 plus 51. Next, marks less than 70. This is 124 plus 35. 124 plus 35. How much we get? 159. We get 159. Next, marks less than 80. Marks less than 80 is 159 plus 31. 159 plus 31 is 190. This is how we have to prepare the table when you were given in terms of intervals like this. So now here what is that we have to calculate? They asked us to obtain number of students who scored between 40 and 45. So here what is our X? X is 40, X naught is 40. This is X1, X2, X3, X4. Correspondingly this is Y naught, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4. So with our usual process we will prepare the difference table. First forward difference. So if we prepare the difference table, see the values here what we get. Here we get 42, 73 minus 31, 42, 124 minus 73, 51. Next 159 minus 24 is 35. 190 minus 59, 159 is 31. Next, second forward difference, del square. 51 minus 42, 51 minus 42 is 9. 35 minus 51 is minus 16. And 31 minus 35 is minus 4. Next, third forward difference. It is minus 16 minus 9 is minus 25. Minus 4 minus of minus 16 is 12. Next, fourth forward difference is 12 minus of minus 25 is 37. This is the difference table. So now we have to calculate the number of students who obtained marks between 40 and 45. Means X naught is 40 here. We need to calculate when X is equal to 45, what is Y of X? This is what we have to calculate. So let us use, because X is equal to 45 is at the top of the table, let us use Newton's forward interpolation formula. So what is Newton's forward interpolation formula? Y of X or F of X. Y of X is equal to Y naught plus P del Y naught plus P into P minus 1 by 2 factorial into del square Y naught plus P into P minus 1 into p minus 2 by 3 factorial into del cube y naught plus p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3 by 4 factorial into del power 4 y naught plus so on. So because we have up to fourth forward difference, I am just stopping there, but we have terms beyond that also. So correspondingly, this is del y naught, this is del square y naught, del cube y naught, del power 4 y naught. So now if we are going to use these values in the formula y naught, because those are the terms that appears in the formula of Newton's forward interpolation. So now substituting these values, so now let us calculate what is p. What is the formula? P is equal to x minus x naught by h. So what is our x here? 45. Our x naught is 40. What is h? So if you observe, difference between 50 and 40 is 10. Difference between 50 and 60 is 10. Difference between 70 and 60 is 10. Similarly, difference between 80 and 70 is also 10. So here they are equally spaced and h is equal to 10. This is equal to 45 minus 40 is 5. 5 by 10 is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5. This is our p. Now let us substitute those values in this. This is equal to y naught. Y naught is 31. P value is 0.5. Del y naught is 42 plus 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 minus 0.5 by 2 factorial is 2. Del square y naught is 9 plus p 0.5. P minus 1 minus 0.5 minus 1.5 by 3 factorial is 6. Del cube y naught is minus 25. Last one, 0.5. 0.5 minus 1 minus 0.5. 0.5 minus 2 minus 1.5. P minus 3, 0.5 minus 3 minus 2.5 by 4 factorial is 24, and del power 4 y naught is here, it is 37, multiplying with 37. Now if you see this is equal to 31. Next value will be 21 if you calculate 21, and this value comes to be minus 1.125. Next value comes to be minus 1.5625, and the last value is minus 1.4453. So if you simplify this, it is 47.867. So because here we are calculating the number of students, students cannot be 47.8 or 47.5 etc. So we round it off to the next real number, it is 48. So this is what we calculated when x is equal to 45. Means here we want students who are getting marks between 40 and 45. So what is it here? We calculated the number of students who are getting marks less than 45. How many students? They are 48. Already here from 30 to 40, between 30 to 40 there are 31 students. So if we want number of students who get marks between 40 and 45, we have to subtract from 48 31. So how much is this? It is 17. So how many students are getting marks between 40 and 45? 17 students are getting marks between 40 and 45. This we calculated for students who are getting marks less than 45. Less than 45, 48. But we want students who are getting marks between 40 and 45. 40 and 45 will be somewhere here. So up to 45 we have 48. Means we have to subtract 31. So if you subtract number of students who are getting marks between 40 and 45 is 70. This is how you have to calculate when interval is given. So we have seen formulae for intervals which are equally spaced. Now let us see the formula which is used to apply for the intervals when they are unevenly spaced. Like suppose you were given x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, so on, xn, yn points. So now so far we have seen equally spaced means difference between x0, x1, x1, x2, x2, x3, xn minus 1, xn is same, is equal to h. Now let us see the formula which is used to calculate any desired value of y for a given value of x, suitable formula, which is called here as Lagrange's interpolation formula. It is used for unevenly spaced or unequal intervals. Means, so here if you observe x1 minus x0, suppose it is 1, x2 minus x1, it may be 1, x3 minus x2, it may be 3, means h is not same for all the intervals. So that is what we observe here. So for such unevenly spaced points, which we can see through an example, the formula used here is Lagrange's interpolation formula. Lagrange's interpolation formula. So you have to remember, whether they ask you or not, for equal intervals we use Newton's forward and backward. For unequal intervals we use Lagrange's interpolation formula. So the formula goes like this. For the given ordered pairs, y of x, or you can use f of x also, is equal to, some of the textbooks they use f of x, this is equal to, so x minus x1 into x minus x2, so on, x minus xn by, what is that you are missing in the numerator? Out of the points x0, x1, x2, so on, xn, x0 is missing, so that appears in the denominator in place of x. So x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, so on, x0 minus xn. So here we have to multiply it with y0 plus, or f of x0. y0 is also can be written as f of x0 plus, next this time x minus x0, x minus x2, so on, x minus xn. This time what is missing in the numerator? x1. So that appears in the denominator in place of x, like this, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, so on, x1 minus xn, into, this time we have to multiply with y1 or f of x1. So like that it goes on, plus let us see the last term. So we have taken xn, yn. So this time x minus x0, x minus x1, so on, x minus xn minus 1 by, what is missing in the term here? xn. That appears in place of x in the denominator. xn minus x0, xn minus x1, so on, xn minus xn minus 1 into yn, or yn also you can write it as f of xn. This is Lagrange's interpolation formula, which is used for unequal intervals or points which are unevenly spaced. It is not that it is applicable or this formula used only for unequally spaced. Even you can use this for equal intervals also. That is the advantage of this formula. So now let us see one problem here basing on Lagrange's interpolation formula. So here we have two types of problems. So first problem is here we have to find the polynomial. Find the polynomial. Two models. We have problems here. Find the polynomial f of x using whether it is mentioned or not by seeing the intervals. You can understand that you have to use only Lagrange's formula. How? Seeing the spacing, if they are unevenly spaced, we are supposed to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. Lagrange's formula. Hence find f of 3. So remember here, they ask you to find the polynomial. You are supposed to find the polynomial, not directly substituting instead of x 3. You have to first find the polynomial. It depends upon the number of points given for you. If you are given 4 points, you will get third degree polynomial. If you are given 5 points, you will get fourth degree polynomial. So like that. So first you have to fit a polynomial, means an equation in x. Then you have to replace x by 3. So this is one model, finding the polynomial and hence finding the required value of y for a given value of x. So using Lagrange's formula, whether it is mentioned or not, remember you have to, by seeing the interval, you must apply the appropriate formula. So data goes like this. One more thing what you have to remember here is no need of difference table. Even though if you give difference table, no marks will be given. Remember, no need of difference table. So the values are corresponding values 2, 3, 12, 147. So now what is that we have to do here is solution. We have to write given values. What is given? This is x0, this is x1, x2, x3. Correspondingly, this is y0, y1, y2, y3, or f of x0, f of x1, f of x2, and finally f of x3. For this you will be given marks. You have to write given x0 is equal to 0, x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 2, x3 is equal to 5. Now see how they are spaced here. Difference between 1 and 0 is 1. Difference between 2 and 1 is 1. But difference between 5 and 2 is 3. If they are equally spaced, here you should have 3. But it is given as 5. Means they are not equally spaced. It is an unevenly spaced in points. So we have to apply Lagrange's. Correspondingly, what is given? y0 is 2, y1 is 3, y2 is 12, and y3 is 147. So now substituting the respective values. Here you are not supposed to use x as 3, but instead of x you have to use x only. Put x is equal to x. If I give some number for this as 1, in 1, not 3. Remember, this is very, very important. So 1 implies, so what is that we get here? F of x or y of x. F of x is equal to, so instead of x I am using x, x minus, I have to skip x0 in the numerator, that appears in the denominator. X minus 2, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3 is 5 by x naught is 0, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2, 0 minus 3 into y naught is 2 plus x minus, this time I have to skip x1. So I have to use x minus x naught is 0. So I can write simply as x into x minus x2. x1 is, it will be appearing in the denominator. X minus 2, x minus 5 by what is that we left here, x1. So that appears in place of x. 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 5 into y1 is 3 plus, next this time we have to skip x2. So x into x minus 1 into x minus 5 by, so what is that we skip there? 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus 0 here. 2 minus 0. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 5. What is y2? 12. Plus x into, this time we have to skip 5. X into x minus 1. X minus 2. What is that we left there? x3 is 5. So instead of x, 5 appears. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 2 into 147. So all these are simple expansions of polynomials which you are very familiar with those. Expanding them as simple polynomials, like if I multiply x minus 1 into x minus 2, that gives x square minus 3x plus 2. Again you multiply that with x minus 5. So here important thing is you must be careful with plus and minus sign, that's all. And simple algebraic multiplication which you have been learning since your 6th and 7th class. So if I expand, so the first term turns to be minus of 2 into so let us see this as minus of x cube minus 8x square plus 17x minus 10 by 5 plus next term 3 into x cube minus 7x square plus 10x by 4. Fourth term minus 2 into x cube minus 6x square plus 5x. Last term, this one, it will be plus 49 into x cube minus 3x square plus 2x by 20 by 20. So if you simplify all these, this comes out to be 1 by 20 is LCM 20x cube plus 20x square minus 20x plus 40. This is all algebraic simplification. So this is x cube plus x square minus x plus 2. So this is the polynomial what you got. You were given 4 arguments or 4 points, so you will get a third degree polynomial. Now you have to find what is f of 3. So what is f of 3? Here you have to substitute 3. f of 3 is equal to, instead of x substitute 3. So it is 3 cube plus 3 square minus 3 plus 2. So your answer will be 35. That is how you have to find. This is one model where you have to find the polynomial and hence you have to find the value of required value of y for a given value of x. So it is 35. Now, one more thing is one verification. How to know whether your polynomial is correct or not? Verification. How to verify? This is no need to ask anybody answer. What is the answer? Whether the polynomial what I got is correct or not. Simply, you substitute the given value of x as 0. When you put x as 0, what is that? You should get 2. 0 plus 0 minus 0 plus 2. You are getting. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. You got from this. Next, when x is equal to 1, substitute. What is y? 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. That is what we had here. Next, when x is equal to 2. So what is y? See, x cube is 8, 2 cube plus 2 square is 4 minus 2 plus 2. So what is our answer? 8 plus 4 is 12. That is what we have here. This is verification part. No need to ask anybody for answer. So when x is equal to 5, see what is y? 5 cube 125 plus 5 square plus 25 minus 5 plus 2. So what is our answer? 125 plus 25, 150. 150 plus 2, 152. 152 minus 5, 147. This is how you have to verify whether the polynomial what you got is correct or not. Let us see another problem. So here, given the following values, find or evaluate f of 9 using appropriate formula. Means you have to decide which formula suits to this problem. Definitely this is a problem under 4th unit. You can understand what is the method you have to use. So see the tabular values given here, x and corresponding to x, f of x. X values are 5, 7, 11, 13 and 17. Correspondingly, f of x values 150, 392, 1452, 2366, 5202. These are the values. So now definitely this is a problem based on interpolation. Which formula suits to this is to be decided by seeing the spacing between the arguments. 7 minus 5 is 2. 11 minus 7 is 4. 13 minus 11 is 2. 17 minus 13 is 4. They are not equally spaced. If they are equally spaced, all these values should be 2 or 4. So it is the arguments are unevenly spaced. So which formula suits to this? Only Lagrange's interpolation formula. So by Lagrange's interpolation formula, we are going to find f of 9. So here he didn't ask you to find the polynomial. Anywhere you don't observe it a polynomial to this or find the polynomial and hence find. So no need to find polynomial here. Directly you can substitute instead of x 9. So what is our Lagrange's interpolation formula? F of x is equal to x minus x1. So we have to write this is x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. Correspondingly, this is y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. So x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus. So now I am writing the formula according to the values given. General formula already we know this, or you can write it so on up to x minus xn by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, so on x0 minus xn into y0 or f of x0 plus x minus x0, x minus x2. This time we will omit x1, x minus x3, so on x minus xn into y1 by. So whatever we left above, that will be appearing in the denominator in place of x. x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3, so on x1 minus xn, so on. Next term is, here we will write general term x minus x0, x minus x1, so on x minus xn n by. So whatever we skipped here we will write this is n minus 1, xn minus x0, xn minus x1, so on xn minus x n minus 1 into yn. This is our Lagrange's formula. So now here what is given? Given x0 is equal to 5, x1 is equal to 7, x2 is equal to 11, x3 is equal to 13, x4 is equal to 17. So correspondingly y0 is 150, y1 is 392, y2 is 1452, y3 is 2366 and y4 is 5202. Now here x is equal to 9. He didn't ask us to find the polynomial. So in place of x here we will substitute 9 because he asked us to find f of 9. Put x is equal to 9 in this. How many terms you will get here? Because we were given x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, we will get 5 terms. So if we write, therefore, f of 9 means, seeing this formula, instead of x we are going to replace 9 is equal to 9 minus x1, 9 minus 7, 9 minus x2, 9 minus 11, 9 minus 13, 9 minus 17 by. So here into y0, y0 is 150. So we have not written x0. So here in the denominator we will write, instead of 9, 5. 5 minus 7, 5 minus 11, 5 minus 13, 5 minus 17 plus second term. This time we have to omit 7, x1, and we have to write the remaining term. So 9 minus 5 means x minus x0 means x is 9, 9 minus x0 is 5, 9 minus 5. We are not going to write 7, so it is 9 minus 11 x2, 9 minus 13 x3, 9 minus 17 x4 by into x1. We will write into y1. y1 is 392. It is 392. Denominator, because we have omitted x1, in place of 9 we get 7. x1 is 7. 7 minus 5, 7 minus 11, 7 minus 13, 7 minus 17 plus this time x2 is 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 13, 9 minus 17 pi. This time we have omitted 11, so in place of 9 we get 11. 11 minus 5, 11 minus 7, 11 minus 13, 11 minus 17 into our y2 is 1452. 1452 plus this time we have to omit 13. So 9 minus 5 means x minus x naught. X is 9, x minus x1 is 7, x minus x2 is 11, x minus x3 we are not writing here. So x minus x4 is 9 minus 17 by, so because we have omitted x3, in place of 9 that appears in the denominator. 13 minus 5, 13 minus 7, 13 minus 11, 13 minus 17 into our y3 is 2366. Next, last term. This time we have to omit x4. So x minus x naught, 9 minus 5, x is 9, x minus x1 is 9 minus 7, x minus x2 is 11, x minus x3 is 13 by, we have omitted x4, 17. So in place of 9 we will get 17. 17 minus 5, 17 minus 7, 17 minus 11, 17 minus 13 into our y4 is 5202. So now you use calc and calculate these values. So those values will be minus 50 by 3, second one, plus 3136 by 15, third value, 3872 by 3, fourth value, minus 2366 by 3, fifth value, plus 578 by 5. So now if you simplify this, this will be 810. So using calc you can get these values. So what is value of f of 9 when x is equal to 9? Therefore f of 9 is equal to 810. 810. So 9, where should be 9? Between 392 and 1452. So the value 810 is between 392 and 1450. If your value is greater than 1452 or less than 392, your answer is wrong. So that is how you have to verify.